Violence certainly seems to run her family.
Oh, you haven't seen that.
Stop,
you son of a bitch. No, if you ever say Chrissy deserves that beating again, I will show you what a real being feels like.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, there is, Detective. All three of you have obstructed justice, and I can prove it. The first time that Kristina was beaten, your brother, Ethan Lovett, was arrested for the crime.
And Kristina later recanted her statement.
Mr. Lovett and Kristina had a very public confrontation. DNA evidence confirmed that they had fought, and Kristina ID'd him after the attack.
I'm aware of all of this, Mr. Bauer. I was there myself.
Exactly. You were in charge of the case. Well, that isn't until you decided to step down and to stall the case against your brother, give you time to frame someone else.
There was no frame-up. Keifer was abusing Kristina for months.
Kristina is lying on her parents' instruction. They're trying to protect Ethan Lovett.
Kristina lied to protect your son.
Well, my son can't deny the allegations because your mother ran him down with her car, shutting him up for good.
Sir, with respect, your son was guilty of the assault. If you want to see our chronology and the witness statements, you're welcome.
My son is being used as a scapegoat. Keifer is dead because of you, and you'll pay. You belong in prison, and I'm going to make sure, for Keifer's sake, that you get put there.
Oh, this is ugly.
Yeah, no, I don't want to look at it. Tracy sees how low our bottom line is. Her screams are going to break every porthole on the eastern seaboard.
Well, I'm sure it hasn't helped. The casino's been all over the news because of the horrific scandal caused by its trusty bartender. How stupid is that?
Massively. But, hey, it's done now. Let it go. Look, one more reopening and we'll be back in the black.
You say so.
Hey, stop it, man. Cheer up. You were cleared of the beating, cleared of the hit and run, the manslaughter. You're going to live to offend again.
I certainly hope so. The whole thing just leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Well, then gargle with a tumbler of Irish whiskey and let's get on with it. It's over.
For me, maybe, but not for Kristina.
Well, you know, I'm sorry for what happened to her, but I can only work up so much sympathy for some kid who is willing to lie, saying that an innocent man did something he didn't do and let him swing for it.
No, I'm not exactly innocent. You know, I mean, I knew Kristina had a crush on me, and when she showed up here, I yelled at her and insulted her. That's on me, you know, and I'd be pretty damn shallow if I can move on from that.
Don't beat yourself up over this mess with Kristina, Dodge.
There's no excuse for unloading on her.
Well, you overreacted, that's true, but come on. She was obnoxious. She hacked into your computer. She canceled your date with Miss Busty, for God's sake.
Yeah. Well, come on, don't tell me you've never done anything stupid when you had a crush on someone as a teenager. I know I certainly did. You know, don't even get me started on what a fool I made of myself for my best friend's older sister.
We all made fools of ourselves over our best friend's older sister.
She's a nice kid, you know. I taught her poker, and I actually got along with her every now and then.
Well, there's no crime in that. And it's not your fault that she had an abusive boyfriend and she felt compelled to protect him by blaming you.
Well, you know, I'm the one who found Kristina, you know. I know how bad it was. But when she accused me, I was too concerned with myself.
Well, of course you were. Come on, she lied. She got you thrown into the clink. She got you beat up. She almost got you killed.
Yeah, well, you know, I was too busy being pissed off. I didn't even stop to consider what Kristina was going through. I mean, she was trying to help me when she refused to testify, but everyone else was pressuring her to put me in prison. You know, I should have helped instead of yelling at her.
Well, you may still have a chance to help.
Hi.
Hi.
This is pretty awkward, but I just wanted to tell you I'm sorry. Could you give me a moment alone with Ethan?
Come on, handsome. Let's give him some privacy.
Can't turn that down.
You came to the hospital and apologized And I was just laying there, and I basically said nothing.
It's okay.
No, it's not. Ethan, I'm so sorry. I screwed up. Not just by lying and saying that you hit me, but also by messing with your email and trying to sabotage your date. And by coming to the Haunted Star and flirting with you, even after you told me to stay away. I look back on it, and I'm so embarrassed. You were just being nice to me and teaching me how to play poker and everything, and I totally read too much into it. Thinking you were interested, even though you were just putting up with me.
Hey, I wasn't just putting up with you. All right, we had fun. And besides, you're a pretty good poker student.
Don't be so nice. It only makes me feel more stupid for chasing after you.
What, look, I think it's time for a confession.
What do you mean?
So I told Luke that, I'm, at one point in my life, also made a fool of myself for my best friend's older sister. Right, I was 14, she was 20, and her name was Fiona. She was dating a veterinarian. But, she was nice to me. She said I was cute, and she would grab my arm on a roller coaster. Whenever I'd go over to my friend's house, she would say I was her little boyfriend. Now, I read too much into it as well. And I wanted to take things to the next level, right? And so I put on this sweet biker jacket, and I strutted over to her house as only a 14-year-old can. And I knocked on the door. After a few minutes, she opened the door and she smiled. So I took that as my cue, right? And I leaned in and I gave her this big old kiss. And she jumped back and she shoved me away and she said, "What are you doing? What's wrong with you?" So I was like, "Huh?" And then I hear footsteps coming up the driveway. And I look back and it's the veterinarian. That's who she was smiling at. Hey, you weren't supposed to laugh.
Okay, I'm sorry, but that's a really humiliating story.
Yeah, I know. See, we all do stupid things, though.
I guess.
Look, it took guts for you to come over here, all right, and maturity, too, which really puts me to shame, because I acted like an idiot, and I handled this whole thing really poorly, so I'm really, truly sorry.
What's up, gentlemen? Thought you might like to know that Keifer's dad is alleging police corruption and a cover-up. He claims that Ethan is the one who beat Kristina after all.
Oh, this is crap.
Hey, no, wait. Your investigation already proved that his kid is the one who did it.
I know. Matt got a call from the mayor, Warren Bauer. Wants a second investigation. He says that Dante and I had a conflict of interest, which is technically true.
So this guy's trying to turn all the facts upside down just to make sure his son gets off innocent.
No, what he's trying to do is protect his son's pristine name and reputation. Well, you know what? His son was a piece of crap. He should just learn to live with it.
I know, but the real problem is that there is DNA evidence, and all of it points to Ethan.